Quiet on the set, people, and action. We are going behind the scenes in February as we talk all about love. We are going to find Christ's love in each and every one of God's Bible stories. We want our kids to know more than anything that they are loved by the God that created them, and also loved so much by the leaders, us, the ones that God has entrusted us with and put in their lives to be examples of God's love. So we have a lot going on this week as we head into this new month, so please bear with me. First of all, of course, is our new service order. This doesn't just apply to those that are on the stage, so small group leaders tune in as well. The first thing that you're going to notice in the new order of service is our pre-service activities. So while we'll still have some games out for the kids, we'll also have an intentional time of activities that's going to set the kids up for what they're learning in the large group and the rest of their small group. So please read through that first pre-service activity. The first activity you'll see on your lesson, that's actually going to be before they even see the Bible story or anything. So please be ready for that one. And then right after that, instead of the normal worship time, the host is actually going to come up after the countdown and kind of set up expectations for the rest of the service and introduce our life app, introduce the theme, whether it's the new game that we're doing or whatever the host does. They're going to set up the service. Then the Motions worship leader will come up, invite everyone to stand and worship. By the way, we do have a new song. You can find that on Planning Center as an attachment, or you can also check it out on the NLC Kids Worship YouTube channel. But we will have that new song, 3 songs of worship. Just like normal, and then right after worship will be the bumper video, which will lead into this week our live Bible story. That's going to be super fun. And then after that, the host will come back up, they'll close out the stage portion of the service and then direct you to your small groups. So you'll notice that you have 30 plus minutes now of small group time since they're not broken up. This is really great time for you all now as small group leaders to be so intentional and flexible with the time that you have with your kids. So you'll do your spiritual foundations time first with prayer time and going over the memory verse, and take your time with that. Now there's not going to be a countdown that'll tell you have to stop at your spiritual foundations time for the Bible story. So be intentional with the time that you have with the kids. If you want to pray a little longer, pray with them. If you're getting to know them and sharing, then share with them a little bit longer. So if they really love an activity during the small group time, then spend more time on that. You can be flexible now with your time, but also be intentional with it. And at the very end of the service is something brand new, the mystery box time. What that will be is the host will kind of monitor what's going on with the rest of the service and seeing when the kids are winding down with their small group time, and come back up on stage, get their attention, and open up this mystery box. Inside, it'll be something different every week. Sometimes it'll be a large group game. Sometimes it'll be a dance party. This week, we're actually going to give all the kids a snack. That's what will be the mystery box time, and that's something they haven't had in any of our environments in quite some time, so I think they'll enjoy that, and we'll prep you for what that mystery box time or activity is each week, so you can be ready for that. Because of all these changes, and because we want you to be really set up for success and feel prepared, our large group coordinator, Dee, has asked anyone that has anything to do with the on-stage part of the service, so basically anybody except small group leaders. If your only role is small group leading, you don't have to be there, but production, worship, school host, storyteller, everybody else has been invited to come in for a short meeting at either 4:30 on Saturday or 8:30 on Sunday to run through the service and answer any questions. So we don't normally ask you to come in that early, and we understand it is asking you to be here an extra 30 minutes, but because we don't ask that of you very often, I'm just going to ask that you make that a priority this weekend. Please be here either at 4:30 or at 8:30, regardless if you serve first or second service. And this will give Miss D an opportunity to really walk through everything with you along with your coaches. I'm looking forward to this weekend. I can't wait. I think our kids are going to love the new format, and I think it's going to freshen things up a little bit, keep things exciting for everyone. Thank you so much for what you do. We had an amazing win last weekend where a kid was here for the very first time with her dad, who hasn't been in church in years. And when they left, and she was able to tell her dad all about what she learned and how uplifting and exciting the service was, the dad just welled up in tears and was just amazed at how much his daughter had loved church for the first time, and he's committed to coming back because of the experience they both had here. So great job, everyone. Couldn't do this without you, of course, and your kids. Even though you may not see it week to week, your kids are loving everything about what you're pouring into them. So thank you. That was a huge win this weekend. I look forward to many, many more wins coming up in the next few weeks. And please share those with your team. Share any wins that you see to encourage one another. And if you have anything great that I can share with the rest of the team on Facebook or through email, let me know. Thank you again. Rest up. There's been a lot of sickness, so everyone take your vitamin C. Be well. I can't wait to see you this weekend.